This is the story of two cousins who grew up in a small town in Pennsylvania. They lived fairly average lives in a fairly average place with fairly average families and grand dreams. Two were almost exactly the same age, only a week separated their birth dates. They grew up on opposite ends of the small city, but when they got together, they shared dreams of someday building something great. Life doesn't always follow the path of our childhood dreams, and when it came time to go off to college, the two cousins were further separated geographically in the pursuit of their individual ambitions and career paths. Still, on occasions when they could get together, there remained an undeniable spark that led more than one onlooker to arrive at the conclusion that the two shared common thoughts. Years passed, and the two found success in their own individual endeavors. But the strong desire to work on something great together remained, an itch that wouldn't go away. The cousins had been born in an era of great expansion and huge leaps in technological advancements. Throughout their lives, their generation had remained the target for media, entertainment, advertising, fashion, and style. It was easy for them to continue to be informed and to evolve in every aspect of their lives because the trends being shown in the media were based on their generation's aspirations and beliefs. It's hard to adapt when you've always been the focus and then all of a sudden the focus is shifted toward a new group. Hey, when did the world stop revolving around us and who was supposed to have told us about this? Time. It keeps moving. And the day came when the cousins and their friends of a similar ilk began to notice that the latest trends no longer seemed to work for them. Sure, the latest styles look great on a 22-year-old model in a men's magazine, but they weren't designed for a man who was no longer considered to be a young adult. Music is far more accessible than it has ever been before, but the task of finding music to fit our many and eclectic tastes might be even more difficult. We're faced with a constant deluge of choice, the likes of which has never previously existed. No longer are we held captive to the music selected by a group of programmers or DJs. The internet provides an infinite number of alternatives. Great music continues to be produced, but finding it requires the help of a tech-savvy kid. Adopting fitness routines designed for a young man introduces more injuries than strength. Have you tried one of those workouts that they tout on every website and all over TV? Get fit in 3 months. Hell, you'll be lucky if you can still walk in 3 days. The cousins noted that many of their friends had found themselves single again for the first time in many years. I recently read an article that gave great ideas on how to compose the perfect text message when inviting a young lady on a date. So I asked my friend Kay, a single mother of 2 teenagers, how she would feel about even the most well-composed, imaginative, and authentic text message inquiry for a date. She was appalled by the concept. Maybe the rules for engagement dictate that texting is appropriate for a 23-year-old, but is it acceptable for the relevant man? No self-respecting adult woman longs to be courted via text messages. Guys don't generally ask one another for personal advice on fashion and grooming, health and finances. They rely on published information, and they are, in increasing numbers, utilizing online resources for that guidance. The time is right for an online community that addresses the interests of men who are entering the prime of their lives. This is for men who no longer desire to be perceived as a young kid, and they sure as hell are not senior citizens. A forum representing stylish elegance that appears to be effortless. Years of accumulated life's experiences contribute to this man's unparalleled ability to discern the subtle, classic, visionary selections that he makes in life, in love, and in his personal style. He seeks resources that will assist him with these endeavors. The two cousins have joined forces to bring that community together. The relevant man is that voice.